I'm Miss Susan from the Cape May County Library, and this is a video of do-it-yourself at-home crafts. So welcome to my home. First thing I do when I'm going to do a craft at home is I get some old newspaper and I pull out a sheet or two and put it down on the spot that I'm crafting at. Today's crafts will be using tissue paper. So if you have tissue paper, you want to pull some out, different colors. I'm going to be using mostly green and red and maybe some orange and some other bright colors. I'm also going to be using paper plates. Okay, this is the small paper plates. Here's a larger thing of paper plates. I'm going to be using some lids off of different jars. I like to use the lid because it gives me a perfect circle for the heads of whatever I'm creating if I'm using certain kinds of animals. And if you have some tongue depressors or popsicle sticks, they might come in handy today. I also like plastic cups and Ziploc bags to put my tissue paper pieces in. You're going to need glue. Okay. You're going to need scissors. Okay. And markers or crayons. Okay. That's what you're going to need. I think I have everything included here. Okay, so the first craft we're making today is caterpillar. We're going to be doing a paper plate caterpillar. This is my examples of the caterpillar. There's one here, there's one here. I did the antennae different with this one than I did this one. But they're really kind of cute and you can do any color pattern you like. So you're going to grab a large paper plate and there's this ridge right here on the other side of the ripple. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and cut into the paper plate with your scissors and you're going to cut about halfway, okay, halfway through. So you could actually make 2 caterpillars with 1 paper plate. Okay, so I've cut half of it off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some markers and I'll color a little bit. And I'll get to make some kind of pattern. Some kind of pattern will be going. So I started with some blue, maybe I'll put some orange or red next, and I'll continue on all the way. Okay. So once I get my caterpillar colored in, then I'm going to use one of the lids to do the circle for his face, and I'll glue the face on. I'm going to glue the face on the end that has the cutout here. Okay. And then after I glue the face on, I'm going to you can use googly eyes if you have them, or just other marker and color in his eyes and his mouth. Then I'm going to use scraps from my paper plate and I'm going to draw and cut out the antennae and glue them on and color the antennae in. So that's the first craft, the caterpillar paper plate. My second craft is a tissue paper turtle. Okay, and he looks like this. Okay, you can use whatever color tissue papers you like. Okay, so in this case I use light green and dark green, but I just grabbed a paper plate and I cut out some tissue paper. What I like to do with the tissue paper is I take the tissue paper the way it's folded when you get it, and then I cut about 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch. See? And after I drop that off, then I, with my little plate here, I go ahead and cut off pieces. I don't know if you can see me cutting off a piece or 2 at a time and dropping it into my cup. Yep. Okay, so I have a little cup full of paper plate or tissue paper pieces that are green. So I just go ahead and use some glue and do the whole plate, that pattern, whatever color pattern you want your turtle to be. Once you have your turtle's pattern done, Then I use the scraps from the other part of the plate, and I will glue on a head and color it in, and I'll glue on the legs, 4 legs, and I'll glue on a little tail and color that in. Okay, so real easy to do, very cute and fun, and certainly something you see a lot in the summertime, the turtle. Okay, my third craft for you at home, again using paper plates, super easy, is a paper plate watermelon. So for the paper plate watermelon, you're going to be using half sheet of paper plate. So you take a paper plate, cut it in half, and then your goal is to have a watermelon that looks like this. Okay. So the first thing I do is I do the edges of the watermelon and with some glue along the edges, and I use my green tissue paper and do all the edges here. Then I fill in the middle with red tissue paper, and I happen to have some black tissue paper, and so I cut off some little pieces and put it in there and then glue the seeds. But if you don't have black tissue paper, you can use black marker, or maybe you want a seedless watermelon. So that's the third craft, is the tissue paper watermelon. The fourth craft you can use with paper plates and markers is a fan. Okay, your personal fan. So I like the colors of the rainbow, so I took, again, a half of a plate, paper plate, and I turned it this way, and then I just did the colors of the rainbow. You can make whatever design you want. Okay, I actually like the fan to be puffy side out when I'm doing my my fan, and then on the back of the fan I used popsicle sticks. Okay, so really easy, and on these hot days in July and August, great a great thing to have around is a fan, right? Okay, and my fourth and final art project for do-it-yourself art project is a beach ball. Okay, here's my beach ball. This one happens to have 6 different colors on it with tissue paper. Super easy to do. You're going to take a paper plate. Okay, a paper plate. You'll fold the paper plate in half, and then you can score down the side, just sort of draw a line down that half, and fold it the opposite half, draw a line down that half. Now you have 4 spots, see the 4 folds. Okay, you could fold it in 6, 8, however many you want to fold it. This is an example of what I did for force. You can see I kind of put some pencil highlighting to help your child fill in the triangle. Okay, and so you just do some glue on that particular triangle, and then put the colors, and then glue the next triangle and put the color in the next. And if you want to do the black outline, you can. If not, don't need to. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so that's a paper plate beach ball. Okay, so paper plates, tissue paper, some glue, some markers. You can make a lot of fun and easy crafts at home. Okay, I hope you liked this craft video. If you do some of these crafts at home and you want to share your crafts with us, just take a picture of your craft and email it to children@cmclibrary.org, and we'll try to, maybe we'll get to share some of them on our social media pages for you. I'll see you next time.